Hi, campers. Welcome to another edition of FBM210. I'll be your host, Lloyd Gross. Yes, this is Fashion Industry Technologies. I am your instructor, Lloyd Gross. You can call me Lloyd. We're all grown-ups here. I want to let you know about myself. I am a huge computer nerd. I am a huge cosplay nerd. I am a huge theatrical costuming nerd. You notice I didn't say fashion nerd. And that's okay, because in this class, I'm not here to teach you fashion. I'm here to teach you how to use the technology to make it easier to make fashion. And that's what we're going to talk about. So what are we going to cover in class? Well, we're going to cover some digital photography. We're going to cover some Photoshop. We're going to talk a lot about Clo3D. Now, Clo3D is a fashion-specific 3D CAD modeling system that lets you make those virtual avatars with clothes and lets you make the 2D patterns out of it. It's very, very cool stuff. So we're going to do a lot of that. We're going to talk a little bit about social media, because when you can make a fully formed avatar wearing the clothes and skateboarding down the street and make a video of that before you've even picked up a pair of scissors, boy, that changes the whole manufacturing process. So we're going to talk about how that happens. And then we're going to talk about tech packs. So you guys are going to be able to make an order that you would send out to a manufacturer to have your design created and shipped to stores all across the country. So that's what we're going to cover. In addition to those things, we're also going to do a semester-long research project. Now, don't panic, okay? The semester-long research project can be anything you want it to be at the intersection of fashion and technologies. I've had students who submitted garment prototypes. I've had students who submitted AIs. I've had students who submitted podcasts. I've had students submit videos. I've had students submit traditional research papers, and all over the map in terms of topics. So we're going to work together and figure out a topic and a deliverable, an end result of your project that we both think is fair for a 15-week second-year course. And then you're going to work on it. We're going to check in weekly and make sure you're good to go. Now, this course doesn't have exams. Everything in this course is project-based. You're going to make projects. You're going to make real-world stuff. And that flows through for the semester-long project as well. We don't have a final exam. Instead of a final exam, we have a symposium. And at the symposium, you'll get an opportunity to take 5 minutes and share all about your research project. Most students, by the time we get to the end of the semester, no matter how timid they are at the beginning of the semester, by the end, they're so excited about the research project that they just, they'll go over the 5 minutes, way over the 5 minutes talking about their project. And it's wonderful to see. And we all learn from each other's projects, which is a great, great thing. Let me talk about how we structure the course. So this is a HighFlex course. It means you can attend in person, on Zoom, or virtually on your own time. But it runs on a flipped classroom model. Now, the flipped classroom model means that there'll be a bunch of content that I put out there that I curate for you, and you're going to consume that content each week and respond to it before class. So that means before Tuesday. So that will be a regular thing happening every week. Then in class, we're going to have some exploratory time. We're going to have time to talk about each other's projects. We're going to collectively problem solve, what's working, what's not working, different ideas. We're going to improve each other's work, basically. And I'm going to be there during that 3 hours on Tuesday night, so that if you're trying something for the first time, there's somebody there who can answer your questions, so you're not so frustrated. Okay. So I would strongly encourage, if you can come to class, even if it's just by Zoom, please do come to class. If you can't come to class, you're going to be on the same schedule with everyone else, but the difference will be that you're going to have to reach out on the discussion boards, through email, through all of the communication channels available. You're going to have to reach out with your questions and reach out to work collaboratively with the rest of the class. So that's how our class is going to run. Let me talk to you about tools and resources. So the GCC is going to provide you with the software licenses you need. If you are in person, we've got the T203 sewing room, all the things in the sewing lab, and the large format printer so that you can print your finished sewing patterns. If you're an at-home student, you need a high-performance computer. A Chromebook is not going to cut it. Okay, we don't have a textbook, so we don't have a lot of expenses. I don't have a very big expensive kit that you have to buy, but you must have or have access to a computer that's going to run that 3D CAD modeling software. Okay, You need the ability to download and install software. If you want, it might be helpful to have a sewing machine and a mannequin. Okay. All right. Let's talk about expectations and assessments. So as I mentioned, we don't have exams in this class. We have projects. Everything is real world project-based, authentic learning. We're not, doing theory here. We're doing real world projects. If you want to work on your project for the upcoming fashion show, I got you covered. You can do that. We are going to be participating. We are going to be collaborating. So you are expected to comment and critique other students' work. You are expected to be able to accept, comment, and critique on your own work and to show that you can turn around and interpret that and improve your work as a result. That's how we learn. Okay. I want to highlight for you a very exciting opportunity. So we have a grant this year where we can put VR and AR experiences into GCC's annual fashion show. Very fun. Even if you're an at-home student, you can grab onto this and have your designs turned into VR models, have them turned into AR magic mirror experiences, or maybe even turned into holograms at the fashion show. Like, how cool is that? All you got to do is reach out and grab that opportunity. Okay. So I want you to be proactive. I want you to be engaged. I want you to be on top of the class. I want you to be checking in regularly, whether you're here or not. You need to check in a couple of times a week. And just be there and be enthusiastic. And this is going to be a great class. My students have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun. And I'm excited that you're in class this semester.